after a fresh blowdown, you're hoping for more blowdown actually, or more wind. We got, so you could see which way the wind's blowing by which way the debris flying. Look at all these little baby balsams coming in. It really is beautiful in here, friends. It's second go. Look at these balsam. So these are grand fir, friends. They won't all make it, but look at them. They're everywhere. It's so beautiful. It smacked that maple over. So when you come in to assess something like this, it had a great big hook in it, but we got to get this thing down to the floor, and it looks like it. Oh, look at this. It literally smashed over this fir. It took this fir right out. Is it loaded? It took this one and bent it over. So we got some loaded action going on there. So you got to make sure you got no hydro lines or no, you know, what's going to happen when you let this thing free. What is this? It's just more beautiful property. There's the river, friends. Look at this, friends. This is really cool. I just want to share this with you. Look at this. Come out of this butt brush and bang. Look at, there's the river. Oh, this is glorious. Okay, so let's get back on track. This ain't a sightseeing project, nothing. Do we have to cut down that fir? Well, we could simply go in there and let that go, but you'd have to cut yourself in. You see, you'd have to knock these ones down already, clear yourself, because it is clearly loaded into that little fir. And you know what? That fir's uprooted. Ooh, look at this. She's got a hold of 2 or 3 more firs in here. So do we add more to what's going on? Cut it off and maybe it'll slide out the bottom? I mean, I guess you could try that. Look at it, friends. You look for side bound. Look for, you know what I mean, friends? Look for anything that's bound up. We have a little bit of side load here, nothing major, right? Nothing major. But you see, you've got, when this lifted a bit, it actually lifted this one kind of back the other way a little bit. So this guy's hung up. Oh, it's bent over good. See? She's got a good bend in her, that one. So it's hooked into that branch. So when I let that go, it's either gonna break that branch off or slide down it. So I'd rather keep this one in. I could just fall it and it would relieve a bunch of pressure, but I think I'm gonna actually see how we make up back here. I've got a guard tree here, nice and close here. It can't go too far, it'll butt up against this. And I got a guard tree here. Do you guys know what I mean by that? So this is just a case of getting in here where it's nice and comfortable and probably just working this thing down off its load. It's a great big chunk, right? And it was in the wetlands here. Look at these balsam. So you can see what we've got. You want to stay on the inside of the curl. Now, in this case, I think it's more the growth of the tree than any real bow, but there is a bow here. In general, friends, on blowdown and bound up wood, you stay on the inside of the bend, the compressed side. Well, I could run the X-Torque too. X-Torque pulls us out of the bite, friends, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we get the X-Torque, eh? All right, well, we got our, so it snapped that one and it snapped that one. Can't take for granted that everything is hoopty-coo and nice for you. So we're gonna see what goes on here. I may put a camera in here to show what actually happens when we release this. See if I can capture it maybe coming down. Okay, friends, I'll give this X-Torque a go on this blow down here. I'm gonna stand, I could stand on either side here. It don't much matter. I've already assessed the depth, the stuff above. There's no hazards above. This is one of those things, friends, where, you know, there's cottonwood everywhere on the ground here. So you're gonna be in here traipsing around. Just take a second. just take a second. And tall grass, you don't know what's in there. Clear your bucking spot out. Clear your place out where you're gonna be bucking. Try and stay on the inside of the bend, which we are. All right, friends, I've done one in front of it already. I've already done this once, this program, and it just stuck together. So there you can see, I just let it go. That was my second one. And so now I know where the bind is and I know what the tree's doing. So just a quick peek at what's going on, friends. The reason I'm working this back to the mess is because I'm trying to save out the furs it's hung up in. I could go under the jackpot. It's called the jackpot. It's usually man-made, but whatever. This is nature-made jackpot. And it's not pretty in here. Now we've got cottonwood limbs starting to come over our head, so we got to watch overhead when we let our snaps go. But you can see we're just working into it in this particular scenario. They're all different. Sometimes it makes sense to crack down, put a little tickle in this and diffuse this, but it don't make no sense to be under there. You know, you could trip and fall and something could release. Like, it's actually being held up by some things. This fur for sure. See it? I know the sun's in your eyes, but look, it's being held up. But my idea here is getting it to slide down, and it has slidden. It has slidden, but not much. So I'm just gonna de-weightify this thing so that it's not so loaded when it comes time. Do you guys get what I mean? I'm gonna take another one here, but I saved this little thing here, this little stub. Save it, it's my safety net. So let's put you guys over here now. She's rolling out now, friends. This is good. This tree's starting to sit back. It's ripping in here. Oh, they're freaking. Look out. Look out, she's bent over like wheat in here. There's stuff landing left and right here. And the wind's coming right into me, so, and the sun, don't take for granted that you got things golden. You know what I'm saying? Like, this thing's creeping out of here. We got cottonwood up in there. Look at that fir. I think that fir's gonna make it. If I can slide this up. It is ripping. So, you know, even just above me, you hang around here long enough, you'll get one. You know, your day can end. You know, I don't recommend this work for everybody.
Friends, you all remember the journey I've been on with the 500i, right? And how I was almost like begging Eric to send me that one that I ran in Pennsylvania. Because the one that I had before, well, two of them. I had two, remember, friends? And they both wouldn't cut small wood. They did that blamp. That barking sound. Everyone, I know two guys right now, two guys that are running 500 eyes falling, and they said, this thing drives me nuts in the small wood. They understand what I'm talking about. The guy even sent me a video, Mikey. He sent me a video. He said, Buckin, look at this. This thing drives me crazy in small wood. He was trying to buck like a 10 or 12 inch round of wood. He was bucking a small top. And it just did that fat noise. It's called a, well, it's at the mercy of load, this saw. Now, whether it over time, I don't know. It doesn't make sense because mine was brand new. The one that I got from Ripsaw. Brand new. And then I got it home and thought, geez, is it the salt water that I'm right on the sea level? We all know the journey I've been, but I'm going to tell you something. Again, to Ripsaw. Thank you, boys. This saw is mad. You're about to watch it run. And as a matter of fact, friends, something very important to realize here. This is a skip tooth chain, kind of ragged. Like friends, seriously, it's not a sharp square ground chain full house. It's skip tooth hand file. This saw is nuts. I'm so glad I have it.
Dude. I've kind of had this little idea of maybe having a group of leather products that make sense to people. They got to make sense to me or they won't make sense to you. So I've kind of had this little dream. We've got our suspenders and we're living that through Homestead brand. So that's helping a new business. They're brand new. 3 guys, check them out. Homestead brand. Check them out on Instagram. There's our loggers tie or loggers knot. So friends, I'm happy to tell you that we got another leather product from buckandbillyray.com coming to you We just built the die for it. And I'm really excited about this one, friends, because if you're a fella that wears, or a fellette that wears any style of leather boot like this that you strap up in the morning and take them off in that night, you're going to love this extra protection. It saves the gusset. It feels like you've got a shin pad on for logs and spurs and just the whole game. I freaking love these things. I've been wearing them steady now since Homestead sent me the prototype. They sent me a couple prototypes actually, but I'm an old school guy, so be aware. These are coming to you on a dusty road.
Well, that's it for this one, friends. Lots of more saw running. Oh boy, it's so nice to be on the saw again, friends, and being able to, we got a lot of firewood to get. We got my firewood to get, we got Dad's firewood, we got Brian's firewood, we got firewood, I'm gonna load up the splitter from Easton Made, take it up to Vartan's. We got a big dead fir we gotta knock over. There's lots on the go. Some climbing this week. Yeah, it's gonna be a busy week. What else? Oh, hey, thanks to the folks heading over to buckandbillyray.com and buying your shirts. And there was another set of suspenders that sold and a belt. Friends, that really helps us out, carry on this channel. It does. It's really all we've got. And it really means a lot to us when you shop at buckandbillyray.com. So thanks to folks that have been going in there. I see you in there. And we appreciate the heck out of you. What the heck else was I going to say something about? Them freaking things, the false tongues. I call them false tongues. I learned the word Kelty on the internet. Kind of sounds funny, but that's what they're called. We call them false tongues. And they save the boot. They save your shins. They save your laces. Because your laces kind of chew into that gusset when you wear a boot, a style like this. And again, I saw them years ago and I thought, now that's smart and that would be a good idea. So we're finally we made the die with the Homestead brand. We got the die made and we're going to have those at buckandbillyray.com very soon. And by popular demand, we are looking at a Shaklank shirt because of you people asking for it. Yeah. Shaklank. So we're just looking at a couple designs. Very simple. Don't want to get all crazy because Shaklank means so many things. Shaklank could mean even picking your nose. Could mean anything. So anyway, friends, I love you all. Thanks for being here. Work hard, be honest, and be kind to one another. We'll catch you on the next video.